travel with me to New York City. We started from BNA, of course. I live in Nashville. I was going on this trip with my best friend and we headed to the airport bright and early. The flight was about an hour and a half long. I wanted to sleep, but I couldn't because I was just so excited to be in New York for the very first time, and we had a full day ahead of us. All right, guys, so we just landed, and right now we are walking to find how you get out of this airport, to be honest.
We've never been outside this airport.
Yeah, we only come here when we're flying to another country. So we're usually not on the domestic side of this airport.
Ain't never been here.
So we're trying to figure out how we get out and then how we find the subway, and then we're gonna go to our hotel first. That's our initial plan, and then we'll see what's happening. I think we just want to figure out if we can drop our bag off. That's the main thing. And then once we do that, we have plans involving the ferry to go to Ellis Island. We've got some plans involving potentially Central Park. What was the other thing? The first thing? Oh, Times Square, yeah. Times Square.
Maybe a little sky tram later.
Yeah. And then dinner. So that's everything that we're thinking, but we're gonna see what happens. We also need caffeine immediately.
Yes.
I am after matcha. Holly's looking for some coffee, I think. We found our way out of the airport and used everyone's advice and decided to take the subway instead of using an Uber to get to our hotel. Speaking of our hotel, we were staying at Arlo Soho, and look at the rooms. This was a gorgeous room. I feel like it was so well designed for it being such a small space. It really does contain everything that you need for a short trip. Of course, if you're staying longer, it might be more uncomfortable, but there's a TV, bathroom, sink, everything that you would need. And look at this view from outside our window. Okay guys, we are officially here. What we're gonna do is just kind of like get resituated. It's raining out there, so I need to switch my my shoes. And then we're just gonna make sure we know where we're going, and then I think we're gonna get started here soon.
Heck
So
yeah.
we're getting excited. We're in New York, baby. But first, it's time for an outfit of the day. Okay, so I have on a gray set as well as a pinstripe trench coat, and then I have on these heels that are from my favorite brand, Charles & Keith, and then to accent I had on some gold jewelry and gold rings. Okay, so that's my outfit, and then Holly had on a black leather jacket, a white t-shirt, some black trousers with a belt, as well as some Nike Dunks and gold jewelry. We were ready to go after that, and we headed out into a rainy New York day, and our first stop was coffee. So we ended up at this store called Maman, or I don't know if I'm saying it right, but Maman, or however you pronounce it, is a super cute coffee shop. They have really good pastries in there as well. We liked the ambiance in there. If we didn't have an agenda, we probably would have stayed to hang out. All right, guys, we're being so funny and silly today. We just went to a coffee shop called Maman? Maman?
Should we have gone there? No,
I know, low key, I'm like, wait, but I got some matcha.
I got a vanilla latte per use, and it's delicious.
Yeah, and so now we're walking to Pier 40 at Hudson Yard or something like that. Was that it?
Hudson Park?
Hudson Park, sorry. Yes, we're walking there because we're getting on the ferry, and then I think we'll be able to like actually sit down and show you things, but we realized the timing of everything, and we were like, let's go now, and kind of ran out of the house. Even while it was raining, being in New York made me realize how much I miss living in a walkable city. I wish other cities would realize that walking is good for us and would design their cities in such a way that actually allows us to walk. But anyway, we were headed to Pier 40, and so when we got there, we had to figure out where we enter and like where we scan our tickets, and then we were off on our tour. The tour was really cool. It was very cold and super foggy, so I will admit, if you're gonna do this, don't go on a rainy day. We are at the Statue of Liberty right now. Let me show you. This is crazy. Now, this moment was so magical, not just because we were seeing the Statue of Liberty in person, but also because they're playing New York, New York, Frank Sinatra at the same time. And so it ends up being this really cool moment that feels kind of magical. Definitely loved it. Definitely thought it was worth it just to see that. But also, there's also an announcer kind of explaining what everything you're seeing is and where everything is. And then when you're done, it's about 75 minutes. They bring you back to where you started. We definitely enjoyed our time, aside from the fact that we were absolutely freezing. Alright guys, we took a little bit of a break. We just got off the ferry and it was really cool. Super cold out there though. Our toes and our fingers almost froze off, so I have no idea where we are, but there was a little outlet down there. I don't even know if I'm showing you. And we just charged our phones for a minute. I think we're gonna head to Times Square. We need to figure out how we're gonna get there from here and figure out the route and stuff, but we just like decided to charge. Holly's phone was on 30%, so we were like,
Yikes.
We are in a new place. We cannot
be
doing
dead.
that. Also, as you can tell, I've had to change my hair because what was happening weather-wise was not working. But Holly is still kicking, bro. The curls are still curling. I mean, they're not as curly as before, but she's got like a wave situation going on. So shout out to her hair. You might need to plug the hair, bro. You might need to let the
I'll
people
send you
know.
the Amazon link.
She'll send you the link. We're gonna go to Times Square now. Also, the guy was talking about some pizza that sounds really good, so we're kind of playing with the idea of what it would look like to get that. But I think we're probably gonna just go to Times Square and then figure it out from there. So I will check in depending on what we end up doing. Okay, so we actually decided to go ahead and get that pizza. So we're headed to Joe's Pizza right now.
Not a single plan is being packed.
We are just doing what we want to do and going with the vibes, and I feel like that's a preferred way to travel. I think sometimes like it's good to have like a general game plan. I think we don't have enough of a plan, but it's actually still fun. Like we're enjoying ourselves.
And it's raining more than we thought it would, so this is actually great.
All right guys, I am outside right now of Joe's Pizza because when we were on the ferry, I had heard of it on TikTok, but when we were on the ferry, the person who was like doing the tour was like, you have to go to Joe's Pizza, and he gave some New York instructions that we could not understand. So we definitely used Google Maps to get here, but we have it now. We both have a pepperoni pizza. It looks delectable. I'm gonna show you here in a second, and we are very excited. I took a bite already, and it's good. It's good. It was cash only, and there's an ATM here that charges a $3.50 fee. So we didn't know about that. So definitely if you're coming here, make sure you bring some cash because we were surprised by that. Having not eaten all day, yeah, it was $5. So
it can't be that
$5 a slice, and it's a huge slice. It's as big as my face, as you can see. Very excited to get into this. But let me show you so you can see it up close. Not to be dramatic, but this truly was an incredible slice of pizza. It just was warm and fresh, and you could just tell it was made well. I've got my pizza fold going right now. This is legit. So very good. Probably agrees. This might be the best pizza I think I've ever had.
He won mine. He said it's the best in town, and he was right.
After a little bit of wandering in the subway, we found ourselves at Times Square in New York City. How cool. Hi guys, we are in Times Square. It's so pretty and cool looking, and there's a lot of people and a lot of things going on, but
We both simultaneously got proposed to.
yeah, someone just said,
now.
I'm seeing these beautiful black queens. What else did he say? What's your ring size?
He said, what's your ring sizes? Either one of y'all.
And he said he has good credit and he's a man of God. So I was telling Holly, you should go back.
We might have to circle back. We'll think about it.
There were lots of people, lots of things going on, lots of movement. I'm so glad we kind of went on this trip in the middle of the week because I'm guessing during the weekends it's crazy. The question we're asking right now is, what do y'all do when you get to Times Square? Is it just like we've seen it and we're like, this is cool?
Do you visit the Cane's Global Flagship restaurant?
Do we just like go shopping? Because there are a lot of stores. There's like Old Navy, there's like gift shops, there's lots of restaurants, there's lots of like theater type stuff. So we're trying to figure out like, once you get to Times Square,
What's the vibe?
are you just like looking or is there more to do? Speaking of magical moments, more music started playing and we ended up getting some really cool video from that 360 cam behind us, and yeah, very cool. We walked a little bit further and now let me just show you.
This is
So we think we're in the right place now. After hanging out in Times Square for a while, we decided to keep walking and head over to Rockefeller Plaza. I didn't know until we got there that the Today Show is only filmed in the morning, so we were thinking that maybe we'd be able to see it being filmed. That didn't end up happening, but we still had fun. After that, we took the Sky Tram to Roosevelt Island. Hello again. It's been a few hours. We thought like they shoot the Today Show all day, so learned that's not how that works. But anyway, now we are at Roosevelt Island. The Sky Tram, we just took that and it was super cool. Very cool views of the city. It's funny because we were like recording and like being super touristy, and everyone else is just like commuting to work.
like they're just
commuting
going
home. Sorry, from work, just trying to get home, and we're like, ooh, ah. Anyway, we have done a lot of things today, so we're gonna, after we head back to the other side, then we're gonna get back to our hotel, and then we're gonna go out for dinner. We're still not done. Day one in New York, baby. If I'm not mistaken, at this point in the day, we had already hit about 17,000 steps and we were still going. These are the views from the Sky Tram. I definitely recommend doing it at night. We saw some people doing it during the day and other people were saying to do it at night. I'm so glad we trusted the recommendation to do it at night because there were such beautiful views, all of the lights, all of the city. It really feels like New York, something about it. New York is worth the hype, I have to say. So far, on our first day here, I really can't complain too much. In my opinion, the Sky Tram is one of the best ways to see the New York City views, and the best thing about it is that it's only like $4. Alright guys, it's a few hours later, and we are about to get dinner. Now, we're hoping we're gonna get dinner. We got here a little bit later, and we forgot that we're here on a Monday. So literally all of the restaurants are like closed or kitchen is closing. So we're on the hunt for some food. We're probably not leaving the hotel, but we are trying to see what we can do. I think worst case scenario, we're gonna just end up ordering Uber Eats. But first, it's time for an outfit of the night. Holly went first this time and she had on a black leather jacket, a baby doll dress, and these cute black heels. And then I had on this really cute gray dress and some red heels, and then I wore my trench coat again, and of course gold jewelry. And apparently I just really love pinstripes. All of our dinner plans were foiled because all of the restaurants were closed. We didn't know 10 p.m. was too late to eat in New York. So we headed down to Foxtail to get something to drink, and then we ordered Uber Eats. Well guys, we looked really pretty, but we didn't get to actually do anything with our outfits. We're in our hotel, we're sitting. I think we're gonna try and put something on the TV now and just watch something, but we ended up getting, what was it? It was called like Kebab.
Express.
Halal,
something.
Hey man, I can just tell you it smells freaking
so
delicious.
Good.
And I'm very excited to eat it. And then we went to the bar at that's in the hotel and got some cocktails. I don't know if you can even see it. It's down there, right there. And then Holly's is on her side over there. So we're literally just back in the room, and we are going to wear our pretty dresses and sit on our bed and eat the food. And I think this is probably going to be the last clip of today, because after this we're going straight to bed. We ate our chicken over rice from Kebab Express Halal and went to bed. Well, hi guys, good morning. It is another day in New York City, and we just got ready. We thought we were gonna get up super early. It's like 10 a.m. and it's fine. A lot of the stores weren't even gonna be open until 11 a.m. anyway, so we were like, why are we gonna run and be walking around doing nothing, like if we can't go into any of the stores? So we had a little bit of a later start, and I think we're gonna be grateful for that. But we are fully dressed. Holly, join us.
Good morning.
Here we are.
The lighting in here is next level.
I know, this is like, we need to take a selfie before we leave. But yeah, we're literally just gonna explore Soho today. Literally just gonna get matcha, go into the store, get a bagel, go into another store, get another matcha, get some tea, get some coffee.
Whatever happens.
A pastry,
a pastry. We need a pastry.
Several pastries. Just a full fun day of activities on our second day in New York. We'll see you later. But first, it's time for an outfit of the day. I'm wearing a brown faux fur coat as well as this brown dress, and then I have on black knee-high snake print boots. Holly has on a denim jacket, a linen dress, and then she has on some cowboy boots. Our first order of business obviously was matcha, and so we headed to SORATE, which is a place I found out about online, and I am so grateful to this worker because she let me film her making the matcha, which I loved, just getting to see the process. It was so like vibey in there. It is kind of a small spot, but we're in New York, so there's not a lot of room in a lot of these places anyway. I have to compliment the fact that this place is so vibey, and if we weren't in a rush, I would have loved to stay and actually sit and drink this matcha here. Then we popped over to Leon's Bagels, which was just kind of around the corner, and we had been seeing it online and we were very excited to try it. Okay, we have secured the bagels. We're just finding a place to sit. Holly, she has the bag in tow. We walked around for a few minutes trying to find somewhere to sit down and eat, and eventually we found this bench. Okay, so we found a loud bench to hang out at. Lots of cars driving by, and we're about to break into these bagels right now. Let me just show you what they look like.
Sometimes places that you hear about online are overrated, but that is not true about Leon's Bagels. This is so good. Look at that cross section, and then look at Holly's and the cheese pull. Are you kidding me? It tasted so good.
Okay guys, I just took a bite and I'm telling you, this is very, very, very freaking good.
I like that the bagel's not super dense, which is like perfect for a sandwich, but also it's like thick enough that like if I were just to get a bagel, like I would be full.
Yeah.
It's a good bagel.
If I'm not careful, I will definitely do some financial damage at a bookstore, but that didn't stop us from going to McNally Jackson.
Guys, we found the cutest bookstore ever, and it's full of really cute journals, and we are already holding things that we shouldn't even be holding. I have too many books in my hand already. 2 of them are about creativity. One of them is a journal. Another one is like a journal that is like made from an old book, and there's so many cool books in here, and I want to buy everything, but I can't buy everything, and it's such a dilemma.
We were in that bookstore for way too long, and I bought way more than I should have bought, but I was very happy. Then we kept wandering around Soho and ended up in this really cool store. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's still Essentiel, but it's so cute in there. And then yeah, we just kept walking around, and then of course it was time for more matcha, and we headed to Cabrá. I found out about this place online, and it was so cute inside, and the matcha was very good, and Holly got chai that was really good apparently as well.
Our matcha tour is not over. We are now at Cabrá, and I just got matcha, Holly just got chai, and we're just waiting for it. But it's like a little bit busy. I think it would be super vibey if it was like slightly less busy right now. Okay guys, we're at Coach right now because I'm buying myself a birthday gift, so I decided to get myself a little Coach wallet. This is the one I'm getting. They're gonna wrap it up for me and make it all cute.
The associate who helped me was so sweet, and I was happy to get my birthday gift. After that, we went to Los Tacos Hermanos, and they were so good. It's not the same as the viral Los Tacos. And then we headed back to the hotel, and when we got there, Holly had a craving for some candy. And good thing about Arlo Soho is that they have a little candy shop at the bottom of the lobby, and so we ended up getting some candy there that we took up to the room.
Okay guys, we are back in the hotel. It has been a really fun day. Lots of walking. Holly just got some candy. I'm about to eat some too, low-key. And then it is right now 6:42, and our reservation is at 9 p.m. At Sartiano's. So I'm very excited to try it. I've seen a couple people recommend it and say it's really good. So I'm excited to go check it out. A little bit, my feet hurt. I don't think I'm like tired. I think I've had a lot of matcha and stuff, so I'm not like tired, but I do feel like we've definitely expended some energy and also spent some money. There is something else I want to say. We have been getting complimented all day, apparently.
All day.
Apparently we're slaying with the fashion.
Apparently we're just beautiful, gorgeous fashion queens.
And no one's been telling us, hello? We're having a terrible time. There's something going on. They're fixing the roads. They blocked the roads, and we called an Uber trying to get to our restaurant, looking all cute, ready to go. Then it was gonna take us forever. We had a 9 p.m. reservation. We were already running late. They charge you $25 per person if you don't make it there on time. We're not on time.
Walking a mile in our Louboutins.
We've literally been walking in heels. Our feet were hurting already. This is gonna suck. We'll see what happens. And we're gonna get there at 9:20. So RIP. I don't know what's gonna happen. They close at 11 too. So if we can't get in, I don't know what we're gonna eat. Okay, we're here now. Drinks in hand. And we're about to put our food orders in. I'm getting the lobster. She's getting, what are you getting, Carl?
I'm getting a pasta.
And so yeah, we're excited to eat. Woo, it was like a good day, but the last 30 minutes kind of messed us up a little bit.
I cannot say enough good things about Sartiano's. The drinks were good, the menu was gluten friendly, the pasta was so delicious and tasted fresh, and they brought me out a cake to celebrate my birthday at the end.
Happy birthday to you.
So we just got done with dinner at Sartiano's, and it was so good.
So yummy.
I feel like this is one of the best restaurants I've probably just ever eaten at in general. I feel like the service was really good, the food was delicious, the drinks were delicious, just the whole experience. The vibe in there, definitely would recommend. We're gonna go back to the hotel and watch Ratatouille.
We went to bed and then woke up ready for another outfit of the day. I had on a beige pleated t-shirt, some jeans, and then my sling bags from Charles & Keith. And then Holly had on this really cute sweater, some jeans, and her cowboy boots. Good morning, guys. It is our final morning here in New York. So we're gonna go try another bagel place. Sorry about the noise. We're gonna try another bagel place, PopUp Bagels, and then we're gonna get some coffee at this like coffee shop Holly saw. I think it's called Moka Mo. Something like that, yeah. So we're gonna go and try that, and then after that, our checkout is at noon. So after that, we're just gonna like probably mosey around for a couple minutes. If we can find another bookstore, we'll go there, and then after that, we're gonna just come back. So our first stop was PopUp Bagels, which is actually right next to Leon's Bagels.
No, it's this new thing we're trying. It's crazy. We have to do this for every customer. It takes way too much time.
We just got our bagels from PopUp Bagels. We did not know that you have to get 3. So we low-key want to share the third one with someone.
We might make a
We
friend
did not know
from the
about
bagel.
that. Okay guys, we are now at the coffee shop. I got a coconut matcha. I've never tried that, so I got curious. And Holly got a pistachio matcha. And then we got a cheese Danish as well that we're gonna try. And then we also have our bagels. So lots of carbs, we're carb loading.
Cafe Moka Mo is so cute, and the person who served us was so nice. This cheese Danish was very delicious as well.
Okay guys, I just took a bite of the everything bagel from PopUp Bagels, and it's so good. It's soft, it's warm, it's freshly made. Very, 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 very good. I was kind of like confused by their concept of it, like their menu being so limited. I thought there was gonna be like a bunch of options, but after trying it,
They don't need options.
I'm totally tracking. No options needed. Everything that they're offering, top tier, very, very good. And there's still 2 other ones to try. After we had our PopUp Bagels, and they were good, especially because they're freshly baked and they taste really good. We still had a craving for the ones we had at Leon's, so we went back and we got a strawberry one, and it is freaking delicious. Like, yeah.
We were supposed to be headed to the airport, and then something happened.
Hello everyone. We're stressed. Our flight, we board at 2:20, and we timed it out where we were gonna leave at noon, make it there at 1, and then have time to situate everything. But something is going, well, not something is going on, actually something really sad. Someone was hit by a train, and so all of the things that we had routed are not running, and there's no one around to ask any questions to. We're confused, we don't know where to go. Then the 3 things that we try to do are all like saying there's things that are suspended or things that aren't working, and we don't know where we're going. And
We're not going to, but we might get stuck.
Our ETA says that we're going to get there at 1:49 p.m. But a minute ago, the different thing we were about to do was telling us that we were going to get to the airport at 2:05. And again, we board at 2:20, and we don't know how the security is. We do have TSA pre-check, but we don't know whether that's helpful at JFK or not. So anyway, we might miss our flight, but we're hopeful that it'll all work out in the end. So we'll let you guys know. We're at a train station.
Time is now 1:14. Please stand clear to close on train doors. Track 21. You do have the all aboard. Track 21.
We don't know.
It was extremely chaotic, but we eventually made it to Jamaica so we could get to the air train. And I'm so glad that we were able to figure it out. There was so much finagling and so much movement, we were stressed.
Okay, special shout out to that NYPD officer who told us to take the train to Penn Station and then get on the Long Island Railroad, because he single-handedly allowed us to arrive here at 2:11. 10 minutes to spare. We freaking did it.
Once we made it through security, all we had to do was head to our gate, and they hadn't started boarding yet, which was great. We got on our flight, landed in Nashville, and then all we had to do was walk to the last spot where we were gonna grab our Uber and head home.
All right, guys, we are back in Nashville. We did it. We had a trip to New York, and it was so fun. Trip of a lifetime. Already miss it. Already looking at flights so I can go back. But I'm gonna go home and take a nap. Holly's gonna do the same.
I might just go to bed, you know? Might be it for me.
Might be it, yeah. It's 4:30. Holly said she's just going to sleep tonight. But we had so much fun. Thank you so much for watching the vlog. I hope that you stay tuned. I've got lots more travel planned out for the rest of this year, and I'd love to take you along with me.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the vlog. Please subscribe, and you can watch my latest video by clicking the video on the left, and I'm a rapper, and you can learn more about that by watching the video on the right.